Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some SATAL 2023 action. Fox 1. Hell of a morning, but I'm okay. We're going to jump right into the action here. Griffin Squadron versus Alamo in the Stage 2 Fox 1 League. Been some insane fighting so far this stage, guys, and I'm looking forward to bringing you some more action in this stage and this match. 2 matches to stream today. Griffin and Alamo, and after this will be Harpia versus OTP. So there you go, SATAL, you're getting your shine time today. So, taking a loadout here, guys. Maximus in the J11, tax dollars at work in the J11, Yays in the 18, and Acipiter in the F18. Acipiter, there we go. Alamo, Prez in the F15, Metro Man in the F15, Moldy in the F15, and Dun all in the F15. So 4 F15Cs coming in from Alamo. And Cookie, I don't know if I was not paying attention to chat if you heard me list off the matches being flown today. Today is Harpia versus OTP, and then right now is Griffin versus Alamo. Well, keep it to yourself. We'll see what happens here in a few minutes. I have no idea. Guys, there's been so many matches these streams, I can't, there's no way that I can physically keep track of everything, so I'm seeing these, more than half of these I'm seeing for the first time ever. So as you watch Maximus defend the incoming AIM 7s from the F-15s on Alamo up high, in for a treat, SATAL. Okay, all right. I will take your word for it. AIM 7 out from Prez on to Maximus or Yays. Tax dollars at work is defending. Maximus still defending away. Metro Man, Moldy, Prez, and Dun all still hot for Alamo. You better not, SATAL. You better not. You better not. I will not be a happy camper. So Alamo, looks like they have Griffin on the run here. Back to the zone as there's 4 hot and 4 cold for Griffin versus Alamo. Maximus trying to outrun the AIM 7s on his 6, getting dangerously close to the warning zones as these missiles are getting close. There's the warning zones. Can't run away for very long as Griffin getting pressed deep against the zone. They're going to have to turn back in eventually. Here comes tax dollars at work now recommitting. Maximus in trouble from the AIM 9 from Prez. Flares 1. Flares 2, Maximus flaring a ton of missiles. Box 1 coming from Prez. They all miss. And Maximus unleashes hell. And we have so many merges going on here. Yays merges with Moldy. Prez merges with Maximus. We just lost 3 people in the span of 5 seconds, guys. Holy shit. Missile coming out an R onto Prez here. Coming out onto Prez. Prez takes it down. And Dun, AIM 7 down onto Maximus. Maximus in trouble in the J11. Maximus gets splashed. Dun merges with tax dollars at work with the AIM 9. Guns coming out from Dun onto tax dollars at work. Tax dollars at work is hit and taken down. And Moldy nearly team kills, but Jesus, looks like the match is over. Who's our timer guy? Where's our timer? That couldn't have lasted more than 60 seconds. So Dun and Moldy finish off the fight. Blue owns the zone at 2-0. We're gonna we're gonna have to go back and figure out what the fuck just happened. So let's check this out. Good lord. So we had this entire match was over in a minute, if that. So, quite the pace change compared to last stage. So the F-15s all opt to continue hot. The J-11s only shoot off 2 missiles, allowing the other 2 aircraft to continue pressing hot and leaving that front door wide open for Alamo. And they capitalize. And as Griffin is turned on their back on their heels, they continue the aggression. Prez chasing down Maximus, Moldy chasing down Acipiter, and Dun chasing down Yays. And this is going to be over in less than a minute here. So the AIM-9s all volley out from Prez onto Maximus. And Maximus survives all those shots. Every single one. And we're left with a merge of Maximus and Prez. Maximus is able to lose Prez in the paddle. And looks like Tax Dollars at Works takes out and capitalizes on Prez's overshoot and takes down Prez. And then Aim 7 from behind is Dun onto Maximus. Tax Dollars at Work. Dun also finishes off with guns. And that's it. That's all she wrote. That was over in what? 14:20 to 16:50. So 2 minutes, I suppose. But I feel like this whole last furball here from last missile fired at 15:45 to 16:20. That was over in less than a minute. Less than a minute. Damn. Well, moving on to round 2. So Alamo up 2-0 versus Griffin in stage 2 Fox 1 League. We'll be right back with round 2 in just a minute. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. All right, back with second half, round 2. Alamo versus Griffin. Alamo up 2-0 in the first half in a crazy engagement in the beginning. Alamo presses with 4 F-15Cs, and they go full aggression, and they put Griffin on their heels against the back of the zone, forcing Griffin to turn back into the zone out of the warning, and just turns into a massive furball. And Alamo comes out on top with 2 remaining to finish off the first half. Moving into round 2. I see Doritos. Griffin have opted to switch out the F-18s for the Doritos. And I believe a personnel change. Zagrim on the M2000. Yays in the M2000. Maximus in the J11. And Tax Dollars at Work in the J11. And F-15s all around and no personnel changes for Alamo Squadron. Let's take a look at the Mirages way back here. So Mirage heading down for some reason. Both Mirages heading downward for some reason. That's okay though. F-15s continue to press onward and forward and upward. Hey, Derby, we got you guys streaming next match, man. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Get your team in. Next match is you guys. Harpia versus OTP. So stay tuned. But for now, all eyes on Alamo and Griffin. Good morning, Carshall, excuse me. You're not too late, Carshall. It's okay. You're catching the action. It's a little bit of an impromptu early morning Saturday stream. I have to go fly later, so I'm trying to pound these out as soon as I can before I have to go fly. So I will be back tomorrow, probably the same time, guys. I'm gonna aim for the same time tomorrow. Do another stream tomorrow and pound out a couple more matches here. But for now, guys, Alamo versus Griffin in the Stage 2 Fox 1 League. as we watch Maximus defending the incoming AIM-7s from the F-15s up high on Alamo. The Super 530D has been lethal so far this season, guys, in the Fox 1 League. We've seen a lot of Super 530 missiles hit their targets from the Doritos or the baguettes, whichever you prefer to call them. So these missiles are continuing to be trashed. Lots of missiles being volleyed in the first 10 miles. AIM-7 now out from Prez onto Maximus. Maximus possibly in trouble. There's the F-15. There's a T coming out. Flare's coming out, but he doesn't follow with the Fox 1. And unfortunately, Maximus might be taken down here from the AIM-9 on his 6. He's not flaring. Maximus taken down from the AIM-9 was not flaring, unfortunately. Chasing down Zagram and the M2000. R27R coming up onto Moldy from two directions. Super 530 and an R27R. Moldy gets splashed by Tax Dollars at work. Tax Dollars merges with Prez here at the same time. Late missiles from both targets. Really late shots from both targets, from Prez and from Tax Dollars at work. Now, Metro Man's going to come in and help Prez with this merge, hopefully, and take out Tax Dollars. There's the 73. There's the 9M. They both miss, but Metro Man takes down Prez in that merge. Fantastic job. Done by himself. Zagram over here to the side. I know I missed another kill, but I can't look away. Metro Man by himself. Another late Fox 2 out on a Tax Dollars at work. Tax Dollars is going to be supported by another target. Yays is going to shoot Metro Man, and Metro Man taken down. 3-0. The tables turn have how the tables turn. So Griffin now 3-1 versus Alamo in the furball. Dun by himself here, chasing down multiple targets in front of him. Has a buffet of Griffin Squadron and J11's Mirages out in front of him. Can Dun take at least one player to force the draw? So Dun is, remember, Alamo is up 2-0. They need to at least get this down to one player for them to have a chance at winning the match. AIM-7 now out from Dun, followed up with the 9M. Is there going to be a splash? I'm seeing Mirages. I'm seeing Super 530s flying, and no joy. So good for Zagram. He's able to avoid that Fox 1 and Fox 2, but Yays is pressing hot with the magic coming in. Fox 2 flaring, rolling, avoiding. Watch out for the terrain. And there's the merge with missiles flying everywhere. And it looks like Tax Dollars at work was able to clean up the job and take down the remaining Alamo squadron. Therefore, Griffin comes back from a 2-0 deficit, 3-2, and wins the match. Holy shit, guys. These Fox 1 fights, while not the most pleasant from the competitor's standpoint, but pretty exciting from our viewpoint, I would say myself. So we're left with Griffin Squadron taking down Alamo 3-2 in Stage 2 Fox 1 League. So congratulations to Griffin. Good fight to Alamo. What a comeback. I kind of want to watch the tag feed because there was a lot of stuff going on in there that I think I missed, and I'm not sure. But Tax Dollars getting 3 kills in that match, just completely, almost steamrolling the entire team by himself. Or herself, or whatever. I don't want to get in trouble for that. Let's take tag feed real quick. Bruh, MP3. Yeah, I like that. So unfortunately, the tag view camera was out of perspective for half the fight. But let's glue on to Griffin. Tax Dollars at work, since he's the man that gets all the kills here. So as we see, Alamo is pretty much ignoring or choosing to not defend the incoming Fox 1s, knowing the range they were fired, and continuing to press and keep the heat on and keep the aggression onto Griffin. Here's the crazy first shot, the T and the AIM-9s, and unfortunately Maximus just doesn't flare. If Maximus would have been flaring, he might have had a chance to get rid of that AIM-9, as it was a really slow shot on his 6, and down goes Maximus to Prez. Following that up, we have, I believe, Yays is down here fast forwarding. So Tax Dollars at work does kill Moldy in the F-15 here with the R27R. splashes Moldy, or that was the 530. I couldn't tell. Maybe it was the 530 being lagged. Who knows? Moving forward, really, obviously, in the heat of the moment, you may not know exactly where the person is. All you know is you get a circle on your HUD, so you Fox 2. But they were extremely close, and both targets are basically already past each other by the time the missiles come off the rails. So the first merge happens with Prez and tax dollars at work. Now, Metro Man is going to come in and try to assist, but it looks like Griffin is going to be... tax dollars' work is going to be able to take out Prez in the merge. Fantastic shot. Now left with the merge versus Alamo and Metro Man and Griffin. And now that Griffin knows he's in trouble, calling Yays to come help takes down Metro Man in the merge to give them the advantage and move forward. The last target done. Tons of missiles going off here in just a minute. 2 aim 9, aim 9, aim 7, aim 9. Back out, head first. 530, aim 9, aim 9, aim 9. All over the place. Flare, flare, flare. And tax dollars at work comes in with the R that says, screw your flares, I'm going to find you. And solidifies the match victory for Griffin Squadron. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff, good comeback. We're not going anywhere, though. Up next, Harpia versus OTP. I'm told this is a very exciting one by some of the viewers, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. Let's give you some I love Tomcats, so we're gonna give you some more Tomcat B-roll. Because why? Because I said so. All right, everybody. We are back with Harpia versus OTP. For those of you just joining us, we just witnessed the chaos that was Griffin Squadron versus Alamo. Alamo took the first half 2-0 against Griffin Squadron, and then Griffin Squadron came back from a 2-0 deficit to win 3-0 to overtake Alamo Squadron for the match win. Alamo will get 2 survivor points, and Griffin will get 3 plus the 3 match points. Moving forward, we have Harpia Aggressors. This is Harpia Aggressors Squadron, guys. Harpia and many other teams this season, due to the 4v4 format, have enough players to provide 2 full 4v4 teams. So this is Harpia Team A, or Aggressors. They are the second branch of the Harpia Squadron, facing off against OTP, One Trick Pony. Let's take a look at the makeup. And I'm only seeing I'm only seeing 3 aircraft for Harpia. So Harpia immediately coming off with a deficit against OTP. Let's check this out here. So we have Asphalite in the F-18. Nice looking skins. The black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow skins from OTP. Harpia, another beautiful looking skin showcasing off all those wins. Harpia is definitely the team to watch out for and keep an eye out for. Brand in the Dorito, the M2000, the baguettes. OTP, Rudy in the F-18. F-14, baby. F-14 coming in. F-14B for Q from OTP. And my God, that looks really nice. That's a fantastic looking paint job for the F-14. Nice detail. And of course, our real MVPs, the AWACSs. And I'm noticing we just lost a member of OTP to a disconnect. Not good. I'm going to lower my mic. I feel like it's a lot louder than normal. Let me know if that helps. But Tomcat in for OTP. I love the F-14. The F-14, before I decided to switch to the F-16, was my primary ride until the recent patches and recent things happened, and I just don't feel like flying anymore. So look at that! Harpia now takes off with 3 players against 4 OTP, and now OTP has a disconnect, leaving the match a 3v3. How is that for convenient on Harpia's side? Now, Harpia may not know that, but they are now at an even match of players. So OTP electing to stay nice and close, making it nice and hard to target individual people. Harpia spreading left, favoring towards the water possibly. Maybe they enjoy the water. Some do, some don't. I don't know. Carshall, thank you. I appreciate that. Just making sure I'm not deafening you guys, because I tend to scream a lot. So OTP now finally breaking away. The F-14B turns away from the main group, and the F-18s press, and they're heading northbound, but the fight's off their left. 3-0-0, so it's almost a 60-degree offset that these guys are taking right now towards Bulls. Let's ride along with somebody right now. Let's ride along with Camper. So, first aim 7 out from a long range. OTP is going to ignore that due to the range, knowing the range of those missiles does not have it. Look at this missile truck, though. Aim 7 out onto Camper from Kuehl. Kuehly. God, please, Asphalite, please apologize on my behalf if I fuck up the pronunciations. And what the fuck? Okay. Rudy, what the fuck? Okay, hang on. Pausing. Don't tell me he broke his wings off. Don't tell me he broke the wings off. That looks like he might have been pulling some G's and broke the wings off. I don't know. It was like he was in the middle of a turn and... Oh! I mean, he's doing Mach 1.5. I saw a little bit of a pull there. And I think he rips the wings off the F-14. No! So the F-14 possibly gets his wings ripped right the fuck off, doing Mach 1.5 in the F-14 with that sudden maneuvering. Not a good start for OTP. So, resuming the fight here. Is there any smoke in the air from those Tomcat wings on fire? No, it's all gone. Okay, so now left with a 3v2. So Harpia starts off the round with the down 1, and now they're down. Now they're up 1. Oh, turntables, how the... So as Rudy is down low in the weeds trying to find some shelter from the incoming Harpia team, it looks like Brand and Orem on Harpia have now zoned in onto Rudy. And this is not looking good for Rudy. Rudy is oh no, and the 530 misses Rudy. The AIM-9 is coming out from Orem at 0.8 miles. Will this have the energy to reach Rudy? 0.3, 0.2. The little 9M that just couldn't make it out. And on his 6, but the Magics, and oh no, Rudy is not looking good here. 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, around the mountain! And Rudy is splashed by the 530. Asphalite left, the alone target for OTP. AIM 7P out from Asphalite. And that missile's not going to go anywhere and loses track. So Asphalite, the lone target left, is going to have to figure out, will you play aggressively and push all of them, or will you fly defensively? At least take one of them out. Remember, guys, even if you're going to lose the round, the least amount of survivor points the other team comes back with, the better. So Asphalite now deciding to recommit. We're going to ride along with Asphalite here. The rest of the fight until we figure out what's going on. So he's still being chased on at his 5 or 6 o'clock. Is camper now. Now they're all up high. All 3 targets are just chasing him down. He's flaring for dear life. Into the trees! Oh my god! So AIM 7's out. He's got to do something about this. 0.5, 0.4, and there's the AIM 7, and he is toast. And manages to not get any shots off, sadly. So Harpia takes the round and doesn't lose a single member except for the disconnect that they had in the beginning. So 3-0 for Harpia aggressors, takes OTP. Man. Remember, guys, as Moldy is pointing out, every point counts. So now that Harpia aggressors is up 3-0, that means OTP is going to have to make this a 4-0 in the next round to make this a win. That is quite a hefty price of admission to win the match. So, will OTP have it in them to take Harpia down in the second half and come back from this round? We will find out in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for the second half of Harpia A versus OTP. So welcome back to the second half of OTP versus Harpia A. And it looks like now Harpia has their 4th member. We'll be going into this with a official 4v4 as we watch OTP ingress with that lovely looking F-14. Hey, F-14, make sure we keep the wings on the airplane this time around. Wings typically aid in flight. So these are something you want to have on the airplane at all times. Wings are not a part of the MEL on the aircraft. So as the bags are jettisoned off of OTP, will they have what it takes to come back? Let's listen to this. And the quad sonic boom to assert dominance is OTP ingressing. If you check the MEL, the wings are not on there. Nor are they on the CDL. This is a required piece of equipment for the aircraft. So let's watch Orem ingress. Well, how's everybody's day going so far? How y'all feeling? How's everybody enjoying the Fox 1 stage? Who's excited to fly and watch the all-night pitch dark stage? Separates the men from the boys. And there's the first AIM-7 out from Harpia. Let's get that closer for you guys here. Let's get this closer. Let's get that closer. Let's get these screens fixed up. So OTP now, 3 AIM-7s out from OTP onto Harpia. Harpia, 3 AIM-7s out onto OTP. And take a look at this, guys. This is the first match we're not seeing. I think this is the first match we haven't seen a flanker in the Fox 1 stage. I could be wrong, but normally there's always a flanker of some kind in the mix-up. But I'm only seeing, yeah, this is interesting. So these AIM-7s are now trashed. Orem getting really, really close now. We're looking at about a 5-mile shot off of Orem on the AIM-7 MH from the F-14 onto Orem. F-14 still pressing hot. He's getting dangerously close to Harpia Brand. He's gonna be careful here because he's extremely close to Brand in the M2000. Fox 2 out on the Brand in the M2000. And Brand is in trouble. AIM-9. And he's gonna get splashed. And he merges, so the F-14 takes down the M2000. And Kuehl merges with Camper. Oh, but he's hit, so Kuehl is hit. He is not going to survive very long, unfortunately. If he can get one more missile off the airplane, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, can't quite do it. Fluffy is now merging with Asphalite, and it looks like Rudy is going to finish off Camper here with an AIM-9. And Kuehl is going to be toast. No, he's still alive. Okay, we'll watch the merge with Fluffy here. Fluffy merging with like 16 people. Good lord. Oh, so Orem splashes one of OTP. Now Kuehl and Fluffy merging. Kuehl has to get a Fox 2 off. Come on, you can do it. Get it off. He's somehow still alive. So he's somehow still alive. Is Kuehl hanging on to life in the F-14B. 2v3 now. Harpia versus OTP. Fluffy, now there goes the F-14. Finally crashes into the trees as he was toast, more than likely out of fuel. Here comes Fluffy, merging on the 6 of Asphalite. And Rudy, Fluffy, I don't want to miss anything more, but Fluffy stood nice in the 6. There's the AIM-9 out from Asphalite, and it goes right for the flares. Not a problem. Get another missile off. Some Fox 1s maybe. Possible gun kills. Asphalite shoots a missile out onto, so Fluffy from the 6. Rudy kills. Wow. Ooh, that was tight. Guys, the Fox 1 fights are happening in such tight furballs, I can't keep up with everything. This is insane. So OTP takes the half 2-0. However, due to the fact that Harpia took the first round by 3, the match results full time. Harpia 3, OTP 2. So Harpia will come out on top and take the match win. But let's go back because, guys, these fights are happening so quick. I need like 7 versions of DCS running to track every single person. It's insane. So Rudy with the 2 kills, Asphalite with the 1 kill, and Kuehl in the F-14 gets the 1 kill from the AIM-9. This was a really good fight, guys. Really good engagements. So right off the bat, unfortunately, the F-14 and the AIM-7 and the AIM-9 takes down Brand just barely, ever so slightly catches the M2000, and Brand is the first fatality of the match. But it looks to me like Kuehl. So Camper hits the F-14. And that's when Kuehl sustains damage in the F-14. So Camper on Harpia does hit the F-14. And he is on fire, but still able to fly and get missiles off the airplane. But unfortunately, I don't think he does anything the entire time except distract people, which is a good thing. And he goes right into the ground. So that is it for the F-14. Moving back out to the exciting merges here, we have a merge with Fluffy. So it looks like he merges with Asphalite. At the same time, merges with Black Panther. Here's the merge with Asphalite. There's the late AIM-9. Here's a possible gunshot onto Black Panther. No joy. Back into the 1 circle, but decides to say nope. So this is nice communication by Harpia. I'm going to assume that Orem sees the guy that Fluffy is merged with and launches the Fox 2 onto the target. So Fluffy says, Orem says peel away and splashes Black Panther. Nice communication leading Fluffy now into the merge with the F-14. F-14 splashes. Asphalite and the F-18 now coming back around. And looks like Asphalite might have lost sight of Fluffy and allows him to come right back onto his 6. And, so Rudy comes in, finishes the job for Asphalite just before he was able to get a gun solution off onto Asphalite. Then Asphalite shoots the AIM-7 onto Orem. And that AIM-7 gets perfect timing. Trashed. Otherwise, Rudy would have been taken down. But unfortunately, it's not enough. And OTP will take the round win and the zone own. But will fall in the overall score to Harpia Aggressors 2-3. As they head back in formation, guys. Asphalite, that was communicated between Rudy and me. Yeah, that looked like some solid communication, guys. So, I will sign off for the day. I have to go fly, but I will catch you guys on the flip side tomorrow, same time, 14Z. We'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to try to tone down the stream lengths a little bit here. I don't know how much you guys enjoy sitting for an hour and a half to watch 4 or 5 matches. If you guys like it, let us know in Discord. If you hate it, let us know in Discord. But this was a very close match. Both rounds extremely close. And on top of that, this just shows the value of survivor points, guys. Because you've got teams that are making and breaking these rounds by just 1 pilot. 1 pilot is all it takes to throw the match around, and you come out on top after 2 halves. So on that note, you guys, have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 1400Z. This is Coyote at DCS World Events signing off. Have a great weekend.